Sim,
Foi no bico.
achei.
Esse bicho foi no bico que esperou?
Sim.
Eu acho que não sabia me esperar, hein?
A sério? Não, não mintas.
Sério, o que tá se comendo? Os calções.
Vão essas mãos. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy start of your week. How are we feeling today? How was your guys' weekend? Elder, thank you for keeping me hydrated and for being first. Hello, hello. Seni, hi, hi. How are you doing? Sleepy, my boy, welcome. Love my life. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? And how was your guys' weekend? My weekend was fairly busy on Saturday, but then yesterday I just did fuck all and just reset. I actually took a nap yesterday. I haven't took a nap in ages. So I hope your weekend was also great. On Saturday, as I said on the Discord, there was a Pride celebration that I went to and I loved it. It was everything. And then I had a family gathering, and then there was a book fair. There was a book fair in my city, and my sister and I each got a book. Will I read that in the near future? Probably not. But it's one more book that I have, and I'm happy about it. And then me and my sister came home, and I passed out on the bed. So that was my Saturday. Today was okay. I feel like today went by really quick because I just had so much shit to do. So it went by fairly quick. I'm not complaining. Work is working. Work is stressing right now, but as I said in previous weeks, it gets worse before it gets better. Because it's going to be like this until vacation, and then when August comes, it's just vacation, and I don't need to think about it anymore, and I'm very excited. Slave book review soon. Yeah, soon. Yeah. Don't worry about it. And today for dinner, I had leftovers of broccoli rice and chicken. So, what did you snack on, or what did you eat before coming to the stream? And while you type that, I shall hydrate. I have sparkly water and normal water. I'm gonna drink some sparkly water right now. Amen. Sausage. Yum, sausage. Ooh, on other news, I made an order on AliExpress for some little knickknacks, and I got a phone case, and I'm really happy about it because my phone case needed retirement, and my phone looks almost new. My boyfriend tomorrow is gonna help me put a new screen protector that I also bought, and this motherfucker gonna look like new. It's gonna look new. I'm very excited. Do things for yourself and spend money on yourself. You deserve it, and I love you. This is encouragement for you to buy whatever's in your shopping cart right now, because I'm gonna tell you, I've been going to Etsy and putting stickers on my cart and then just closing the website so quickly before I click checkout, and I think I need a little encouragement for myself. Because I really want new stickers, but I also don't want to spend money, so we're here. So like, I think I should spend the money on stickers because I want it, and it's an investment for me and my bullet journal, and my bullet journal makes me happy because I can use stickers and markers and be a little creative. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I bought some phone cases, and that's it. And little investments for mental health, right? Like, now I look at my phone and I'm like, wow, that's really pretty. I should spend more money. Yay! I had some roasted beef and potatoes. Ah, that slaps. I haven't had dinner yet. It's okay. I trust you'll have a tasty dinner. Jerome, I cannot. I will go broke. I have several Hatsune Miku figures saved. If I buy all, I will have 0 money. Okay, but what if like you buy one? A little taste of happiness. What happens if you buy one? I want to so bad. So I'll think about buying stickers, and you'll think about having an Hatsune Miku figurine. Let's both ponder. And then one fateful day, we'll just click checkout. Mwah. I need to save money. Isn't that the truth? Like, we all need to save money, but then what about us? What about my happiness? I want some stickers to put on my bullet journal. What about that? You know what I'm saying? I want to be a CD girly. I want to buy more CDs in my life. But, you know, one step at a time. What about Hatsune Miku? She can sit on my computer. Exactly. Like, I have plushies on my desk. What about your Hatsune Miku? I need to save money, but also yummy coffees make my crappy days better. Isn't that the truth? Also, hi, welcome to the stream. Hatsune Miku on the Pooter hat. What will she do? She'll make it your world. She might be the World Wide Web, but she your whole world. That's what she gonna do. I clearly need more synthesizer. Have you thought about buying more synths and more keyboards? That's what I'm saying. I'll buy you a guitar pick. Listen, saving money is essential in this day and age. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we all should strive to save a little money, just in case something happens and we need some stuff. But also invest on yourself and your happiness, whatever that may be. Because what's more important than savings is your life. Treasure your life and live how you want it to without compromising your health and your livelihood. Damn, that was too real. I'm gonna drink some water. Anyway, guys, how are you doing? Elder tells me to hydrate, and I shall. When I get paid again, I'll get Miss Miku to sit on the pooter. I think you deserve the Miss Miku. Miss Miku will take care of you. She would never do you wrong. And speaking of doing me wrong, let's open the game, shall we? Because last time we played, we sided with Persephone. Is it working? Oh, it's working. Whoa, what did I do? Where did I click? I didn't mean to click anything just yet. Whoa, hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. I was still checking some stuff. Well, first of all, could you hear the game? First and foremost. Because I didn't see anything. I did? Okay. Second of all, I just want to say I did mess with the settings. Because last time we played, last week, the dialogue was... Sorry, I just got a text message that reminded me of my next therapist appointment. Thank you, I love you. I shall be there. The dialogue was normal, like, volume, but then when the songs came up, it was way lower than it used to be. So what I did is I put everything on max except voice. I kept voice at a little lower than the rest of it, and we'll see if that works, because that in theory it should work, right? if I put the voice a little lower, unless this voice also counts for the music. But I'm gonna put it a little lower, just a little bit. I don't know. The sound effects a little lower. So we're gonna try this, and we'll see how it goes. And if it's too loud or something, you let me know, and we can fix it. All right, Pookies? All right, let's begin.
Hey, Freddie.
Yeah, that's a little
Hey.
loud.
Is
How's that?
everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left.
Is that okay?
I don't know why
Good?
I acted like that. I
Okay.
just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
Oh, poor Freddie. I love her. I can't do this without you.
I get it, Fred, but I do need you. I don't know if I can do this without your help.
I do know more when it comes to Greek mythology. Though I don't know if that last word applies now that we...
Just
Yeah, I guess it is
say
real,
you'll
eh?
help me. I beg you.
Isn't that a given? Just tell me what happened since I saw you last.
All right, bet.
Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
No, you should not.
You ended up staying with her instead of Apollo?
Apollo's
Oh,
baby.
Grace, she sounds a little volatile.
That's the best part. She has her reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
We'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
Mm-hmm,
I
for sure.
could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
He
Oh,
shouldn't
and,
be.
There's this. Pan left a card.
Oh,
Says,
God.
Come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the Underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge?
Understand.
That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse?
Yeah.
The embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
That's me, baby. Ooh. Okay, and now I can choose. Hi, Kamita. We just barely started. How are you doing? I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants. What do you want, Pan? Let's see. That motherfucker look like a bank building.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
He's
It's a
way too
garden,
damn good
darling.
looking.
Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
I guess so. Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or
Our Lady Hecate provides
Hecate!
glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
So cool. How many idols are
how
there?
many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Others are,
Okay.
if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live
Idols
here?
live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse. Dorothy. First, you must outlive the week.
True.
Right. Good point.
This isn't
Well,
grand.
man, Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better.
Alright, guilty.
This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
Yeah, I was there.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect.
Fuck
if
is
you'd be so
right.
kind.
What do I have to do? I was expecting this.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a
Okay.
key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
This doesn't sound good.
If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Alright. What is a
What
reliquary?
is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years.
Hecate time? Oh yeah, I want to see her.
Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
What kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I.
I just turned into a muse,
This,
bro.
as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up?
I don't know.
Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Would Hecate really help
This
me?
Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
She'd probably kill me, wouldn't it?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything. can I?
Alright, sorry. Is the reliquary
If
dangerous?
these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some. But I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
I don't trust
But
you that much.
What if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
That's it?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly. And with open arms.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
Okay. I didn't mean to insinuate anything. I just have no idea what you're getting me into.
Nothing more than you can handle, Grace. And you can handle a lot more than you know.
I'm not sure that's true.
There you go, making my point for me.
Okay.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless.
From Baldur's
I'll send
Gate?
a
Oh my
package to
god,
your
I love
domicile
him.
that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Yes, sir. Okay, I want to go talk to Persephone, but I also want to meet Hecate. Let's see what's up with Hecate. Ooh.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
So I was
That's how Pan
told.
described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You're such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
I don't. Tell me about Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in our little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Okay, okay. Good
That
idea.
sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate, I love your library. So much knowledge. Wow.
She says, knowing full well she's the smartest person I've ever met.
If I'm so smart, how am I in this predicament?
It's not a predicament, Grace. It's an adventure.
About this idol
The
we're
idol we're here
helping.
to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No, I
No.
actually don't.
Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real
Oh,
name.
fuck.
Big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
He did
Why am I
not.
not surprised?
Is a Minotaur? It
Minotaur.
is, yes.
You don't think he might be dangerous?
I want to
do
sing
you?
with him.
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
It's Ariadne.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go
Another
then.
horny dude.
Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
He would kill me if I didn't. I'm interested in the relics.
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
Fred
That
is
will be the
so
trick.
cool.
Yeah. I love your plans.
Thank you. Hey. Whoa.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the
I'm
reliquary.
sorry.
Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Sorry. I'm no mortal.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy's special.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special! And she already knows who has the
face.
idols!
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No, no, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which you know was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Ah, she likes her. This is working.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Of course. Hecate, meet Freddy.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddie is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddie. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal, you wish to see more. I can see the fire
Oh my
burning in your
god, she's
eyes.
so cute.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace. Sure am. Then Calliope is dead. Is that
That's
now?
true,
I thought
yeah.
That was not for another 11 months yet.
You knew it would happen?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die? No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Wait, what?
Or I could just tell you now? That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and... An accident? No, that's not what happened. Are you saying the books are wrong?
Hecate, I'm sorry, but you have a problem.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem. But this cannot be. The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will
Uh-oh.
explain. We will both sit and you
Tea!
will explain. There will be tea.
Thank you so much.
This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on
They're
a
just
select portion
vibing.
of- Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem? Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research. Years?
I don't,
I
yeah.
don't have years. That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Can't you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer. Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible. The Moi what?
The who?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Yeah.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
But I really need your help. Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here. A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh my god, the music. Oh my goodness.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing?
Oh my
didn't
god!
know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Can we talk?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with.
Oh, nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
Oh,
There you
someone's
have it,
shy.
folks. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Please.
say it is written.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I don't know. Time to use my
I don't know
powers.
if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, that's him.
He's still here. I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
Kate.
send you away, all right? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Why not in front of her?
Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, he's in love with
This is so
her.
great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so
okay.
in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Okay, I'll do that. You're in love with
Let me
Hecate?
get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... she's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Of course I'll help you, but you're really the Minotaur.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
I see.
Well, that's good.
Reassuring.
Theseus. But he was a bad.
Yeah, fuck Theseus. Why
Do
Kate?
you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Why not talk to
have
her?
you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I
Understandable.
take that as a no.
It's definitely
I don't know the
understandable.
words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat
No.
or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Let's assume I help you.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful.
Okay.
All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
All right. What will you do in
I
return?
do this, and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe
Right.
she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this
Attaboy.
first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Doesn't this seem
I
weird?
don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
What if she turns you down?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help.
I got it.
No matter what she says. I promise.
All right.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, you know, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh. Leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
Oh, Freddie. All right, let's
What
get it.
exactly did you have in mind, Freddie?
Okay, it is a little lower. I'm going to put it up a little bit, all right? All right.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
Oh my God, let's do this.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be.
Good, you're doing great.
'Cause you put a hex on me.
Oh my God.
You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically, shit can sometimes mean.
Compliment her.
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Okay, let's go.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're
Woo!
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your
Oh my God.
looks.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great.
Go.
Another go.
Come on.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and
Okay, let her speak. Let her speak.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me.
No.
I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Oh.
I feel so powerless.
Okay, come on.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my
Okay,
song.
I'll go.
I do.
I'll go.
Help me. This is a disaster. Grace, help me.
I should have let Freddie in.
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well,
Why do you say that?
Unaware of the fire. I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss, just resist.
Come on, Minotaur.
I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me. Come with me.
Oh, Freddy.
Come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
Let's go.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Woohoo!
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
Holy shit, she's huge.
My heart is a shiver so hard.
Oh my
to describe.
God.
These feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected. I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddie, how do I thank you?
I think you just did. You trod the path well, okay?
You cast a spell on me.
Oh, that is so cute.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more.
Woo.
As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
Oh, come
You knew
on.
that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Help me in return.
You know, there is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
But all I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed. Come,
Okay.
Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Woo! Asterion, help me.
Wait for me outside, yeah?
Okay.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise.
Come on, Minotaur, help me.
What'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Is everything okay?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that.
And
which,
that.
Well, neither of us are good at.
Right.
Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
What
She
happened?
did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew.
Oh.
Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms.
and I chased after her.
Okay. The reliquary has alarms?
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of...
Protections.
You know, magic.
Right.
No magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched.
Right.
It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
And how do you know nothing was taken?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her. Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Oh my. Did you ever find
I
Calliope?
chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her.
Right.
All I know is that she was bleeding bad, but I don't know what.
Oh, so it happened
I wanted to
there.
help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Medusa?
What? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
My Pookie Medusa? Why was Medusa here?
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Right. And how was Calliope wounded?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's what it
That's
seems
where the
like.
blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Right. That's what it seems like. So Athena knows what happened here.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
It's easy if I was dead,
Well,
right?
That's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
And how did Calliope get
Those
inside?
alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Okay. And what kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Oh, come
Do
on.
you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Okay, that's all I need
This
to
means
know.
Calliope came here the night she died.
Fred is a best.
This is
Oh,
where she
she's
was
so
attacked.
cool.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but you know she works for Athena, right?
I want to
I
see
thought maybe
her.
that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Thank you for your service.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm missing something.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
True.
And
True.
Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan.
All right, let's do
Tell him
that.
his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
Right?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
All right.
Pan, I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course
There
I'm
he
here,
is.
Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the
Oh, I see. You wanted a book.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You knew I would.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe
Exactly. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas,
Right.
it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You naughty. I still need your help.
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you?
Right.
You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
He actually seems sad.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Yeah.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the
Ooh.
Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster. And should be treated
I'm gonna
as
give her a little smooch. I should go confront Medusa when I can. Or go talk to Persephone. Let's talk to Persephone. I miss my Pookie.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
You changed your mind about
Why
him.
Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
I see your
Let me
angle.
offer an alternative to your Pan theory. What about Medusa?
So my sources are correct. You have been running around doing things on your own.
I have.
Maybe I should bring you up to date.
Medusa was at the reliquary that night. You don't intend to confront her directly, do you?
That was the plan. You think I shouldn't?
You think I shouldn't? How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method.
Please teach me.
Confronting Medusa should be your last resort. For now, I'd say looking into Pan's involvement is more important. I want to send you to a party, Grace.
Ooh.
One Aphrodite is holding.
Party!
She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
You can't... what about Medusa?
Wouldn't it be better if I checked out Medusa instead?
So you somehow discovered where to find her?
I have my ways.
I won't stop you, but the party is a better place to start.
Okay, understand. Why a party?
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful.
Ah, I see.
She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
I see. So why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but
wait, who's her husband?
Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
One wild party with a
Aries? Oh, okay. Thank you, Sydney.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha.
Ooh, Pookie!
Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
All right, let's go to the party, I guess. Wait, let me talk to Freddy first. She should know.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse?
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not yet, Freddy.
Not just yet, no.
Okay,
Oh,
well, let me
I
know if
see,
there's anything
Sandy,
I
I
can do.
see.
If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
How have the idols stayed a
What
secret?
if I'm weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah. You're right.
How are Kaz and Brian?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
No.
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
They're sharing a bed.
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Sorry about the band.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer.
Oh, sorry, I bumped the microphone.
Becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Right. Freddie cannot be a normal human. She's too cool about all of this. What if she's like with us or some?
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddie?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Calliope.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
That's Hercules.
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
Probably deserved. That's about Apollo.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers. So there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Okay, tell me about Persephone.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
Right, okay.
Right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Exactly.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
What about Athena?
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of
I'll
stories
hydrate in
where
a minute.
Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She
Understand.
cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
God
Not
damn.
being as wise as advertised is on brand for her, then.
What about Pan?
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
He's a creep.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil.
From the Bible.
He's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why.
Huh.
Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat.
Oh.
Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I don't think he would appreciate it. What about the idols?
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me, I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
She knows too much. She do.
You think there might be other
She
gods
knows
out
a
there?
lot.
There are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks that only their gods are real? Right?
Oh, what
All
if
those
she's
other
from another
could be living
pantheon?
in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, that's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
All right, that's enough.
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
All right, that's it.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
All right, time to go to that party. Should I talk to Apollo? I'm gonna talk to him. I just went right in.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I wanted to check on you.
I'll check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst.
He's such a
Being around
baby.
my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
All this?
What do you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Come on, Apollo.
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
That's it? Okay. Let me hydrate. And we'll go to Aphrodite's party. Oh, he is there.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace?
Hey!
Yeah, I'm invited, aren't I?
I'm just surprised you even knew it was happening.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
You didn't tell me
I
either.
came to see you, Apollo, and I don't recall you mentioning it. Persephone said it could help.
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu, recollection.
That's what I'm thinking, Senny. I hope
No.
not.
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
What happens to me?
That's gotta be a lot of memories. She was, what, 1,000 years old?
More than that. Much more.
Then what happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Will I become
You're
Calliope?
saying I won't be me.
I won't be Grace. Will I start calling myself Calliope?
Maybe. Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Wait. Aphrodite's going to die?
When you say she's gonna pass on her eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes. And pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
Why are you here?
In front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye. At least for a while.
Okay. So Aphrodite has done this before.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past.
I see.
Well, she still remembers it.
And Calliope did not approve.
Wait. Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it.
I mean...
She thought Aphrodite should try harder.
I agree.
There's a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
And do you support
this?
Do you
support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
Okay. I get it.
Okay, so what did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What did she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite, she'll want you to make a production of it all. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
All right.
Mingling.
Yeah, mingling.
Eros!
Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Relaxation. All right, let's talk to Eros. Pookie, how are you?
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Aww.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's like her mom.
It means so much, you have no idea.
Aww, where is she?
Where is Aphrodite? This is her party, but I don't see her anywhere.
Well, she'll be here soon enough. She's, you know, getting ready. Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
Eros. This happens a lot?
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time Aphrodite forgets, at least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again.
Aww.
Again.
What happened?
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
Understand? What if I could help?
If I knew what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Did Aphrodite escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Wasn't he a smith of some kind? Giant hammer, lived in a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Tell me about this deal.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
Is there no other way?
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until days like today. When I see her agony, I can't deny her this.
Isn't this like suicide?
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever.
Oh, man.
Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die. For a while.
You don't seem to approve.
You sound like you don't approve of what Aphrodite's doing.
What I want is for her to not hurt anymore. What I want is for this to end. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I'll try and do
I
that.
can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I'll try and do that for you, Pookie. I'll do my best.
I'll try. if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
I'll get this for you,
Famous
Pookie.
last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Your thank you. Talk to Apollo, see what's up.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
You don't seem
You
comfortable.
don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Not exactly.
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
Eros wants this to stop.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble.
Poor Eros. He doesn't deserve that
Only to
either.
start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for her. And see what this will bring. Oh my. Oh my god, adorable.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me more than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you.
And me.
Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here
All right,
you are.
yeah.
Yet here she is.
She is so beautiful. Nice to meet you
It's
again.
lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh!
Tis I.
What manners I have. Grace, Grace. Meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus. And yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survived my trial?
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
I will inspire you. I really need your help first.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards.
What
There's nothing I know
Eros?
that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted.
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
Yeah, but no. Tell me what my role is.
I have to admit, it's not clear what my part in all this is supposed to be.
How could it be? You've barely just arrived, darling girl. How did you even find out about it?
That would be Persephone's doing.
Apollo! Oh, you've come after all.
You look remarkably well, cousin.
I've had a great deal of time to prepare. I assure you that would not be the case. As for you, Grace, have you gathered the true purpose of tonight's gathering?
To remember.
If I had to guess, it's to remember. One last time before all your memories go away.
Each time the veil lifts, it leaves behind a little less. For me, old Olympus is long forgotten. The glory of Rome, a distant dream. I hope that one day the veil will lift and what happened during the war will also slip into oblivion.
But it hasn't.
Thus, for now we honor the memory of what was, lest tomorrow it be gone forever. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Oh, I really don't want this to happen to you. Eros is traumatized. Apollo, help me.
Back again.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
How? She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest.
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
Or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
I want her here. Venus, talk to me. You look lovely, by the way.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up. It looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
You can't be ready for
Being
this.
a god isn't something you can really be ready for.
I mean, you are not gods, though. Are you? Not really.
We are, though.
So? To me, you all just seem like people. Special people, sure, but flawed and lost.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
It happened so fast.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
You're okay with all this?
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
What about Eros, though? But this is wrong.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, You're ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
Aren't you? Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger, something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible, and I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
I really don't want this to happen, though. I really want to stop this.
Back again.
Have you met Venus?
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
That's true.
I should get back out there.
Well. This will be very tricky.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided. We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong, we were wrong.
We got this.
We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again.
Yes.
I was wrong. I was wrong. I see you have the power. It's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one
You didn't like him.
I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy. Made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory. And this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
Oh my god, okay.
I can see everything, it's interesting why you feel so blue. Because of the horror show from long ago, there ain't no getting through. A husband who sacrificed and paid the price for you to be free. Wherever he is right now, you'd think somehow that... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm on a roll. I don't pretend to know the mind of a god. That's something I never thought I'd say. I'm not the only one here who wants to know. Is leaving now the only way to go?
What do you say?
I'm confused. Who are you? Thank you for sharing, little one. You're 80 years overdue. Now take your seat, you've had your fun. I think you'll find I'm a god. Making note of the staggering lack of hair. And so no matter what you think you know, this ceremony is the only way to go. Don't you write anything down. Is there a statue of a Festus in town? Or is history just a record that slowly gathers dust? You gotta turn it up loud so the player doesn't rust. Because I find the story so unique. I'll sing in plain speak. You rest leaves the rest of your family stressed and depressed. They repress, so will only digress. I'm impressed by the sense of occasion, I guess. But this mess of a quest to possess is grotesque. It's happened to me, and I'll never know when Calliope inside of me surfaces. So I request that your guests reassess the process. And unless you address all this godly excess, we'll continue to guess while you repossess. And I won't acquiesce till a change manifests. I'm out. Sometimes taking a breath's the only way to go. Considering the options left, it's the only way to go. What is the only way to go? I'm stunned Aphrodite, by the arrogance, but eloquence sparks something in me. If you honestly can promise me all the help I need, I'll be the kind of a god you'll worship and adore like before. Thank you, Venus, a brilliant cameo.
I think we did it.
And together we will face it, 'cause forgetting won't erase it. Moving on the only way to go. The only way to go.
Because I agree. Erasing it won't change it. Moving on is the only way to go. Amen. Therapy.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to...
Live. I have chosen to live.
Oh my goodness, that is so cute.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come.
I got you, Aphrodite. I got you. This will work out.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
But I
Don't talk like
you would
that, Mother.
trust.
We can fight this.
Exactly.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will. I'll try. Now then, Grace. You needed my help.
Yes, please.
No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
I have a few suspicions. I narrowed the list.
Nobody definite, no, but I've narrowed the list of who it could be.
Oh, how's that?
For one, it had to be someone who had access to the reliquary. 2, it had to be someone who could do it right under the noses of Hecate and the Minotaur. Medusa was there, but I'm not sure she got inside. And are either of those things true for her?
Calliope came to see us that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why.
She said she had a plan. That must have been the reliquary.
What kind of plan?
A plan? A plan for what? What could she find at the reliquary that would help
Sunny,
her?
that would make sense.
Maybe she wanted a weapon. Something to defend herself with.
But she got inside and didn't take anything.
How odd. Hecate must be beside herself with annoyance. I'm afraid I can't offer much help, Grace. If you have access to the reliquary, I certainly do not, and I don't know who does. If Medusa was there, I'd ask her why and how. There are always motives lurking within her motives.
Okay.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
Aren't they
If
so
I don't,
adorable?
I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Oh my god, I love them. Apollo, I did the right thing. I trust that I did.
So, did they have anything helpful? Medusa. That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
Mayhaps.
I have to. How else will I find out what she knows?
You need to be careful, Grace. Medusa is not to be toyed with. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know.
I do know.
Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
Aphrodite went through so much.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
How are things with Persephone? Is she helping as much as you thought?
She's helping. I like her.
Yeah, I kind of like her. Way more than I thought I would. Why?
All I mean to ask is, has she said anything?
In regards of?
No, never mind. It's none of my business. Please forget I asked.
Apollo, what are
Give
you
my regards
saying?
to Persephone when you see her.
I'll kiss her on the mouth if I can. Not for you. He's wearing flip-flops. Ooh, we're drinking.
Apollo, always so dramatic. And well done, by the way. You may be the very first person ever to talk sense into Aphrodite.
Ooh. Did I do the right thing?
I still don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, it was never up to you, Grace. The choice has always been Aphrodite's. Look at it this way. At least she has a chance now. And whether she uses it, we'll see. I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off. But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest.
Oh, fuck.
My chest? Whatever.
Do you remember her?
Do you remember who you were? before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched names. I remember being disgusted I was ever that weak. Persephone made me strong. But it never really goes away. We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
You're incredible.
You're incredible. You know that?
There's no need to be facetious, Grace.
No, really.
I think I'll try and romance her.
I am incredible. It's true.
Yeah!
It's good that you recognize this.
Okay, I take it back.
Oh, you can't take it back, Grace. I would have thought you'd learned that by now.
Woo! Oh my god, what's happening?
After centuries of cruel injustice, everybody working against me, every idol but for one, violent with apathy. We couldn't reach a resolution, but you and I, I'm queen of the underworld, and you praise you. Something seems familiar about you. Have we met some lifetime ago? Gods like me don't have too much to hope for. The rules been fixed throughout the ages, so I have forged a daring path. I would like to make some changes. You see, we can win a revolution, you and I, I'm queen of the underworld, and you, Grace, you are a queen, you're old, you're dominion, and in my opinion, you're on the right track. It sounds like they hurt you, defied, or usurped you. It's time that you kick them right back.
Yeah!
You've got one big mouth on you, don't you? Yet it's me who's closing in. Think I like that mouth on you, won't you? You've overstayed.
No! Come on!
Time to go home.
We're so close!
Get out of here, Grace.
Come on! Come on! Can I not go back?
You've returned. I'm glad. I've had time to do some thinking. After Aphrodite's party, we never really spoke about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories. No doubt you have many questions.
Apollo told me a little about it. He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Why did you not kiss me in the mouth?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've never met. But unlike with normal dreams, these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating. If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
Confusing and often unpleasant, as not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
Well,
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences? The things you've lived and done?
I guess so, sure.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
How is fading memories a good thing?
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually. You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time. And now you have all the time in the world.
I guess so. How many times have you died?
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my Eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
I see.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
True. You were really a gangster.
Were you really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making.
Amen.
I didn't
to
know what I
that.
was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet.
Amen.
Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
Oh, I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
No doubt about it. Is it possible to die forever?
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her Eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The Eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there.
Yeah.
Oh, there are some stories that say an Eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. And who knows if there's any truth to that. It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever. They've died, and that's how it happens.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
I guess we'll see about that.
Thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
Tell me more about Calliope.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And?
And if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Clio, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. I mean, Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a stupid name.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it happened frequently. Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
How did you end up friends with Calliope?
If you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
Well, she sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before.
I see.
Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her. I mean, surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in.
Understandably so.
Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus. Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
So you and Calliope became friends after?
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Oh, no, not right away. I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element. She and I, we warmed up to each other eventually. She was more capable than I expected, and I adored her furious rants.
Calliope didn't seem like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols. Well, I was yet another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
I do. What happened to the other muses?
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
What do you mean fading away?
What about the other muse? Cleo.
Died long before. A victim at the hands of a mortal man, when she no longer possessed the power to bedazzle him. As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished. It was dead before she was.
Oh, man.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals honestly, Grace.
I'll tell you about the idols.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
What constitutes a little more in this instance?
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
Ah, the big question. To which the answer is, nobody knows.
Well, I don't like that answer.
I remember the original Persephone only vaguely. Indeed, I'm not even certain she was the original. Was there something before her? How did she get her eidolon? I couldn't tell you. Evidently, we wrote little down in those early days, or were forbidden to, and our memories only stretch back so far. Anything beyond that simply isn't.
How can you not know where you're from?
Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Grace, you watch too many movies.
Gods are okay, but aliens are just wacky fiction.
Fine, yes. It is strange. No, our earliest days aren't the only blanks in our memories, however. We have many. And the last was the day Zeus called us all together to tell us Rome had fallen and we should prepare for war. But did that war occur? I couldn't tell you.
I see.
The last thing I remember after Rome was 1,000 years later, in the 16th century. I was in a different body, feeling as if no time at all had passed. Athena calls that period the gap. And that's what it feels like. All of us experienced it, and not one of us knows why or how.
Tell me more about this gap.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...?
I wasn't asleep. I lived. I had lives. I passed on my eidolon. I may have known who I was and what I was, but perhaps I was completely unaware. All I know is that one day, Athena came to my nunnery, near Trieste, I think. The moment that I saw her, all the old memories came flooding back. My life during the gap was wiped away in an instant, and it never returned. If someone did that to us, they were powerful indeed.
Athena is sus.
What about Athena?
Yeah, that's what I was
I mean,
saying.
she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena woke up on her own, or so she claims, and spent the next century rounding up those idols who remained. Zeus, however, was gone. What became of him, what happened in Rome, we've never pieced it together. It's troubling.
Tell me more about the war.
Tell me more about the war. It seems to have had a huge effect on all of you.
That's putting it mildly.
From Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
Honestly, after my mother was murdered, I barely remember.
Your mother?
Her name was Demeter. Not truly my mother, but an idol who had always cared for me since the early days. I thought we'd be together forever. Then Ares brought those filthy bastards down on us. Demeter was slain by bullets. Until that day, I had believed we were untouchable.
Why did Ares do it?
Why would Ares do that? Did he get anything out of it in the end, or...?
What he got was a final death. A few of us hunted him down and made sure he paid for his betrayal. He choked on his own blood. As for why he did it, who knows? He thought us a lost cause. He wanted glory. He wanted more than we had, living in secret. After that, I don't know. We went from hiding place to hiding place. I didn't even know what Hephaestus had done for us when I found myself on a boat. We might have been gods once, but after the war, we were just refugees, like so many others, fleeing to a distant land.
Was it hard to come to the new world?
Was it hard for the idols to come to the new world? It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the place that was hard, it was the fear. We knew we were vulnerable. We knew mortals could and would kill us. Suddenly, there were rules. We had to be secret. We had to stay close together. We huddled in the shadows and quaked each time the mortals so much as breathed in our direction. We couldn't all live that way. Some of us drifted away, faded into the night without so much as an explanation. That's what's been the hard part. Our inevitable decline in a place where we don't belong. We can pass on our eidolons as often as we like, but it will never truly be home.
Tell me more about Hades. I'm interested.
Are you willing to talk about Hades? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just
incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband.
Oh, yes.
That, yeah.
You know, one might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it. I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. I mean, one that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn my favor, I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way. For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's funny how our perspectives change.
What changed?
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up. I was a trophy for Hades, a conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would stay in the underworld where I belonged.
And that's when you killed him?
That's when I killed him, yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
Amen. You were punished.
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost.
Well,
See, this was before the war and before all the new rules. The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then. In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder and stripped the throne I had wrested from his grasp.
Which you weren't happy about.
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever? Because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat.
Amen.
May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
How did you end up running a nightclub?
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus, god of merriment.
Hell yeah!
Okay, there has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground. And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you, but he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club.
Oh, man.
So I offered to make it profitable. If I succeeded, he would turn ownership over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow. I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Slay.
Sucks to be him.
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far, that hasn't happened.
What's the deal with you and Apollo?
What's the deal between you and Apollo? The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades, did I not?
It seems more personal than that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once. Not long after Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother. Charon took pity on me and allowed me across the Styx. And after that, Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there. Hades chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
I mean, I guess Apollo.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did as he has always done. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, man.
Hades was thrilled, and I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything, ever again.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around?
Oh, yes. That's where I'll be. Around.
You better. Okay, let's confront Medusa.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Grace, of all the places to run into a friend.
Pan, what are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
I mean, tell me the truth.
You aren't just curious, Pan. Why are you really here? The truth this time.
I need to have some dastardly ulterior motive other than to be of assistance. For shame, Grace.
I don't trust you.
Uh-huh.
It's true. I am a bad man, and I spoke poorly. I did not, however, want you wandering into this without advice.
Can Medusa really turn people into stone?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
I could go in there and boom, statue time?
Maybe. Probably not.
Probably not. What's your advice?
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
Yeah.
Paula mentioned it, yeah.
It is a sad, sad tale. Athena cursed her. A travesty of justice if there ever was one. Thing is, Athena no longer has the power to undo the curse.
Oh.
Or so she says.
Of course she does.
What I'm trying to say is that Medusa is not happy about it. Perhaps that's something you can use.
Is Medusa really a spy master?
Apollo said she's some kind of spy master for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant. Poor thing can't survive on her own. So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
She sounds terrifying.
More importantly, Grace, she's clever. Medusa will be no simple target.
I see. What's Medusa really
Medusa's
like?
clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Let's just say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
That sounds mean. Okay, but okay,
Okay,
let's
enough
go.
talking. Time to do this.
See? That's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
And you'll help me with that?
As best I can, certainly. Though I do hope you have some kind of plan.
I have no plan.
A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Okay, I'll try. Just a distraction?
My good man! What in the three hells is the meaning of this?
Sir, you're gonna have to...
I'm going to have to what? Do you have any idea what it took for me to come all this way? I am a producer? A producer of records? Yes, records, and that makes me very important in the
Now just keep him
industry
busy
of
while I
record
look
producing.
around.
Where is the entourage to greet me, I ask? How do you think this treatment will reflect upon your mistress? I am offended.
Offended! Understandably so. I'm so sorry, Pan. They treated you like the... Ooh.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat.
Oh.
It's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself too.
All right. Let's get it.
Right, let's play. I'm sure you can bite, okay. But you get a fight today. You're fighting Grace this time. And this time's mine. This time. For centuries, these heroes got sent to me. Each one of them bent to me. Not meant to be this time. This time and all time. This time's mine. This time's mine. This time just like every time. He's mine. Now
Smash.
I think you're saying I can't speak, and that was why can't I speak? I call it the preparation. All right, that's fine. You want the boring facts? Well, dear, this process makes your meat relax. Don't you just and miss that lovely musy taste of you. And it's just murder on the trumpers too. That thing you said before, you're right, it's true. Feels extra special doing something you can't undo.
Oh, come on, let me sing.
She's looking away. Hey, you flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. You're so candy. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes.
Where'd I go?
You and Athena. Here's the thing I don't get. Are you her spy, some sort of PI, or more like her pet? Am I hurting the mood when I mention her name? The fact that she'd hate that you're on my plate only makes me more game.
Okay.
Listen, Medusa. She's ashamed of what you do, but she never stops using you. Hey, I'd be a monster too. I'd be like you, big time. And it's time to realize you're the victim of a crime.
Little girl, no more Hail Marys. We both know the victim's you, the monster's me.
You don't know, you don't know.
You know that you didn't
kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine, Grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. Your Athena's feet will be slightly tougher. She's a friend to me. We can get you free.
You said to me,
Persephone can get you free. Is that a yes?
That's a maybe.
Join me. Ooh, bye, Ben.
Did I miss something? I was hoping my entrance would be more dramatic.
Is he serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Why were you at the reliquary?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Asterion said you two met.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Oh, that seems rather unlikely.
True.
The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
Yes, I had only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
And you didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
Trouble enough to keep an eye on,
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
And what was that?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
I believe Medusa.
Does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
How can we believe you?
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
One that conveniently paints you as innocent.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Oh, Medusa.
Well, what of you? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because you informed me.
Come on, Pan.
Oh, is that so?
It is true. But Grace, I can explain.
You should have explained.
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
All right.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
Hey, I'll ask Persephone. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Medusa, what happened to Artemis?
She left?
Who?
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
I trust
I
her.
hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
I believe her.
Now, before you say anything...
You knew. Right from the start, you knew
Yeah.
Calliope was there that night.
Well...
Come on, Pan.
Yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I never lied to you, Grace. I said I didn't know what became of Calliope at the reliquary, and I didn't. But I wanted to, so I nudged you in the right direction.
Pan, you're gonna be the death of me. You lied to me.
And lied about why?
I omitted things, yes. Much like dear Medusa, I was rather hoping to avoid suspicion falling my way.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
In my way?
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I agree,
I wish
Sammy.
I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Time to head back home, alright. Wait, I want to talk to Pookie.
Back again so soon, Grace? You're practically a regular at the club. Did you end up finding Medusa? Or did she vanish the moment you came near, like she does with every other idol?
She definitely did not vanish. Maybe I better explain what happened.
I knew it. We never should have brought that monster to the New World. Athena's a fool to think Medusa can be controlled.
I think she can.
You're fortunate to have made it out in one piece. It could have gone very poorly for you.
If only you'd been there.
You're right. I should have brought you to protect little old defenseless me.
Ah, if I'd gone, you would have found nothing more than an empty building, I assure you.
Because you're so big and scary.
I'm glad you appreciate my finer qualities.
At any rate, Medusa might be in the clear. Pan, however, is not.
I don't imagine you've confronted him yet.
A little bit.
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
Nor I. Pan would do anything to save his own skin. Allow me some time to consider our next move.
Yes,
Now then, unless
ma'am.
you've something else to ask.
Kiss me now.
No, not really. I'll see you later, Persephone.
All right, time to go home. Hey, Hermes!
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddie?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Mm-hmm. You know Freddie.
What, you and Freddie are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you. Freddie has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Right. I know. She's the coolest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk?
Oh, no.
I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Do I have a choice?
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
Bye-bye, Cindy.
I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
Because I'm snooping.
Yeah, she could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Athena never leaves Olympus?
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
That's creepy.
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Right.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Do you like running errands?
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Wow. You knew the old Hermes?
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
All right, let's go.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Yeah.
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know.
Yeah, you know.
You got it together really quick.
Thank you, Hermes.
Thanks, I guess.
flashback. Oh, I've got clever. I want kick-ass now. I want her so bad.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
I haven't been there.
Oh. I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
But she was so nice.
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I'd prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such as? Do you have a list I can read, or do you just make them up as you go?
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Like you care about Medusa?
Like you care about Medusa?
You curse her.
She lives like that because you cursed her. Have you even tried to undo it? I'm betting not, because she's useful like this, and that's where your caring ends.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
You are unfair. Could have helped you.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
Isn't that the
I know
truth?
we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Well, well, well. Let's discuss Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Again, if you wish. What of her?
Why does she work for you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's
you
trying
would have killed
at
her.
times. Now, if there isn't anything else...
Who can access?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter. You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
No.
Gave it to me? Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
It's a little
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return.
Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
You went to the reliquary.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal, one she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
So he's Panic Killer.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I'm just saying, I'm missing something.
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
So don't
Why
kill
not
me now.
Put off the trial
Yeah.
until then. Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Oh my god. Alright, bye.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
I'm trying.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
I don't think I will. I don't trust your cookies. Not anymore.
Don't take it
Oh my God,
personally,
she's in my
Grace.
house.
Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Weird.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Are the idols really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. I mean, if it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
I bet I know
You know,
why.
Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Oh, Hecate
We
is
can't ask
bound.
Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
I see.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Okay, how do we get
Last
into
time
that?
Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've
Let's
some other
hope.
plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
The reliquary has alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
True, at least at first.
I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you, and we apologize profusely.
That's it.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
All right. What would I be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
I feel like we are.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future.
Oh my god.
It'd be a twist.
There's no other way.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth, or we overthrow Athena and the chorus by force, and disregard this stupid trial.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
Nah. Alright, okay.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Oh my god.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by.
You better.
If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
I'll do my best.
That's great to know, but I'll try not to make it necessary.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Alright, we go. I am getting really tired here. I need to see how long Act 2 is. Give me just a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is the last part. Okay, if it is like that, I'll allow it. Okay, I'm just saying. Freddy distracts her. Freddy, I trust you.
I must
Sleepy,
admit,
me
the book
too.
is confusing.
You didn't like it?
I once knew a vampire. He did not sparkle,
Oh
nor
my
would you have swooned
God.
in his presence.
Huh. Well, I don't know if it was meant to be taken that seriously.
Then I fail to understand the point.
She showed her Twilight.
Do not worry. It is written that I am not alerted to Grace's presence for another 14 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Guess I'll keep talking then.
Okay.
Okay, first part down. Now I finally get to see what the reliquary actually looks like.
Wow.
Pretty impressive, innit?
Oh, hi.
Don't wander around. Labyrinths are kind of my thing, but you'll get lost. Also, are you supposed to be here?
For sure. You can repay me.
Look, you're right. I'm not. I'm sneaking into the reliquary.
No, that's a really bad answer. Kate will be so mad.
Look at it this way. This is your chance to repay me. I helped you when you needed it, didn't I?
Yeah, but I already helped you.
Just give me some time, please.
Please.
Well, all right, but be quick and don't touch anything. If Kate finds out...
We never spoke. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
They'll notice I didn't stay put and come after me. I don't think I have much time. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
That is a huge
Calliope
motherfucker.
must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
Whoa. She's so pretty.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
My God. It just never ends. Okay, after this, it ends.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Maybe... Ooh, the trident.
Is this an armory, too?
Scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
Mask?
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right? They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing. Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Who knows? An apple.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Wait, why did I do that?
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Alright, last item.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she... Uh-oh.
Who are you?
I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
They look like H&M mannequins.
Okay, then.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Oh! Grace?
Freddy, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Don't do anything stupid, Freddy. Oh no.
No, I won't let you.
Freddy!
Bro, what? What the fuck happened? Why did that happen?
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
Is she really
This was
dead?
no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
No, I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Oh, Persephone. Bro, fuck this, bro. Finished Act 2. Okay, I did it. Oh my goodness. I am tired and we are ending it here for today. What that means, on Thursday when we return, we shall be finishing the game. I'm very excited. I'm just really tired to show it. But this game has been phenomenal. This game has been everything I wanted to and more. But we will leave it here for today. I must tell you, I am exhausted. With that being said, I don't think I will be guiding to anyone's channel today. I'm just extremely tired. I will be going straight to bed after this. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. A good rest, if you will. And we'll check back on Thursday to finish the game. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Stay well, stay safe, and stay hydrated as always. Good night, everyone. Kiss, kiss. Mwah.